esports.gg.
Welcome everyone to the Collegiate ACES series presented by Philly Esports Week 3. I'm Tenrek, with me is Arbiter Skyward, and I'm wearing a Chinchino shirt still apparently. I forgot to take that off, so sorry guys. We got 4 awesome crew battles in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming your way. Arbiter, tell everyone how you're feeling as loudly as possible.
My voice is dead, but that's the announcement. But no, I'm feeling great. You know, this series has been really fun so far, just seeing these different players from these different colleges go at it, right? Trying to secure this dub. Just a lot of steep competition, to say the least, right? So, looks out to be here with my man Tim. We're going to have a lot of great matches for you guys tonight.
We're starting out with Greenville versus Western Colorado University. Now, both of these teams, they've been at it for a little while. Greenville is 0-2, looking to put their first dub on the board. Meanwhile, Western Colorado, they're 1-1. They just had a close fight last week with Wichita State. That was a really close one. But both of these teams, they have some great players. Looking into this, you know, Western Colorado, they've been on a tear. Of course, Bolts, the leader of the pack on that Min, absolutely unreal player, the best closer I think we've seen for a lot of these games so far. Got 2 stocks out on Wichita State last week, but cleared out the final 9 in the week before that. So an absolute madman. Meanwhile, on Greenville, of course, you got Shady Shadows on the Snake, always pretty consistent player. Mass Napkin as well on that Link. For sure, going to be a good player to watch out for. P. Bobby though is going to be my guy to watch for from Greenville. Crazy good Yoshi player so far. Has really understood how to play against whatever characters that he ends up facing, because he ends up taking down one member of a team, maybe a final stock or 2, and then facing the next one and doing perfectly serviceable against them. But it all comes down to how the teams decide against each other. What's your money on, Arbiter?
I don't know. It depends, right? If my hope for Greenville is that they send out P. Bobby either first or they send him out during the middle, right? Because what Greenville lets do is, right, they would send in P. Bobby during the very end, and it's a lot easier to maintain a lead than it is trying to make a comeback, right? So I would highly suggest that P. Bobby, you know, they just send out, or I'm sorry, Greenville, they send out their best player, right? Take a lot of stocks, set up their other players for success, or at the very least, if they see things aren't going well, they send out P. Bobby during the middle, make that comeback to where it's not impossible, right? And then go on from there. That's my thoughts.
Was a big problem we saw with Greenville last week is that they were too hesitant to throw out a trump card just to stop the snowball from rolling on, and that really helped them get absolutely decimated by their opponents last week, which were St. Francis, by the end of the crew battle. Hopefully, I agree with you. I think as long as they send up P. Bobby a little earlier into the match, maybe get a hold of things should things go awry, which with a game against a crew like Western Colorado, things are bound to go awry at one point or another. I'm sure that they can get a better grapple on things this week around and secure their first win and bring WCU down to their level. But of course, there's still some players that we haven't seen from any of these crew battles so far. Some of these rosters are still not completely unlocked. 2 teams are still completely undefeated, and we will see them later on tonight. But for now, it's going to be Greenville and Western Colorado hopping into this matchup in a second. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're just at the beginning of this series. Still so much more awesome Super Smash Brothers to play. This is only week 3.
This is the 3rd one.
We have 5 more weeks after this before the All-Star weekend, and then another awesome 4 weeks before we finally get to the championship. So this is only the beginning. There's a whole lot more in store, and everybody's going to keep getting to play against each other. We'll get to see those repeat matches, like that crazy match between Widener and MC3 in week 1. We'll get to see that again at some point. You know, we'll get to see all these crazy good matchups over and over again. And of course, it's always most fun watching these teams just improve bit by bit by bit over the course of these months.
Yeah, I really want to see, right, you know, WCU, right, they obviously have Ooh, that is not any of the people we're talking about. That's all right. We're going to have Wolf versus, is that Shady Shadows on,
that is Shady Shadows.
Wolf?
Shady
on
Shadows.
Wolf.
Yeah,
wow.
Shady Shadows is on the Wolf, and Bolt is not on the Min. Rather, the opener has gone for the Young Link. Very interesting start as we head into PS2. But it's going to be a lot about territorial control here for both sides. Bolt's going to be trying to launch a lot, of course, and Shady Shadows trying to avoid a lot of it while making sure that he can get a lot of those projectiles in for a distance. get a finisher with a solid smash or tilt.
Yeah, I was really worried, by the way. Oh, no. That's the thing about Young Link, right? And all the Links in general, the recovery is not... It's not awful, but it definitely leaves a lot to be desired. Same thing can be said with Wolf. But the thing is, right, you know, Wolf is just so good at doing on so much damage, has such good combos, it's just always on the chase, right? Wolf can either play from afar, ooh, didn't get the throw in time, the boomerang did come through, but Wolf can just do so much to you that we're trying to see Wolf play this really up, you know, this far away game, but that back air not gonna do it just quite yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, Bolts has to find a finisher, and he's got to do it quick. And I mean, you can use some entry tools as much as you want, but those entry tools by Bolts so far have just been to get back in a fight rather than to try and start one for himself. He's still playing catch up at 120 on the second stock, and oh, that side B so massive for spacing. Good down with the bomb to prep, but that just leaves even more time for Shady Shadows to get that down smash prepping now. 2 stocks ahead already. Greenville's looking great.
Yeah, like, you try to, you know, upbeat to where, you know, he can get safe and hit Wolf away, but that down smash is just so much. It's so hard to get the combos. Also, trying to go for the upbeat into up air combo, not going to get it, unfortunately. Using these lasers just to space out Young, this is not where you want to be, especially for Bolts, a player we've seen before who's taken on so much good competition. It's just that Shady Shadows is on this man's ass right now and can't do much about it. Like you said, he's always trying to... Oh, so it's not Bolts.
Okay, so this is not Bolts. This is not the closer, actually. This is a member of the roster for Greenville. That makes a little more sense.
That easy sentence.
Not because he's not doing, like, badly. It's just because Bolts doesn't usually come out this early. That's the whole idea here. Wow, Shady Shadows, great start. Greenville already 3 stocks ahead of them.
You're good.
Yes, talking about, like, you know, coming on early, right? That was a very, really early, I'd say, fast match, right? Only 3 stocks taken, or no, a 3 stock actually coming on from Shady Shadows, and not even going Snake. Snake's just not even there, right? So, and dude, that is kind of insane. That's crazy. My man said, I'm gonna go Wolf, right? You can just tell Shady Shadows loves those meta prevalent characters, right? So, you know, excuse me.
I think we got disconnected from the parsec. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're all good.
Oh, did you as well? Here, let me see if we can do that again.
Yeah, so
there
that was
we go.
Mild Knights. We saw him before in the week 2 game, I want to say, or maybe it was week 1. It was week 1. Mild Knights was on the Young Link as well for Western Colorado. In fact, he was on it for Western Colorado both times. Sadly, still hasn't managed to find a stock, but definitely got close that time. That back air, definitely a solid finisher as always for the Wolf, and now you got to find that counter to Shady Shadows. But at the same time, I mean, Shady Shadows, it's interesting bringing him out so soon because we've always seen him on the Snake. He's always been used as that counter pick very early into the match, but seeing him as a starter and on a different character, no less, is definitely a bit disorienting, if not exciting to watch.
Yeah, and I think Wolf is a really good starter character as well, because Wolf just can deal with everybody, right? Wolf can deal with literally almost every character. You know, doesn't have that much losing matchups, right? Swordies, if he gets in, he's there. If you don't have a sword, then you're kind of screwed. Big characters, he combos for literally free. Wolf can do everything. Kills early, is fast enough to where he can get around, has a decent recovery to where, you know, if you play your cards, you can get back almost anytime you want to. So Wolf is a really good starter character. So good stuff coming on to Shady Shadows for capitalizing on that and putting them to use.
It's funny, talking about sword characters, Wolf is practically a sword character in himself. I mean, those claws might as well be.
Oh no, for real. Down smash,
like 8 little swords, little swords digging into
like
your
daggers. Yeah, man.
It's absolutely insane, and a lot of great zoning techniques from close quarters. That dash attack is a great get away from me move. Of course, the down smash, the down tilt, forward smash, the up smash. I mean, there's just so many tools from below and on the same level that Wolf can use, and sadly, Mild Knights just had to stay on those levels in order to not even lose a stock, and then ended up losing those stocks. And I mean, that was great sustainability from Shady Shadows, not losing a single stock despite going all the way up to 120%. I'm actually unsure, how light is Wolf Arbiter? Do we where does he place in weight?
Looking that
Do we know?
Right
Do you have any
now,
idea?
I know he's lightweight. List. Let me see.
I'm wondering how easy it is to be able
to. Got
to...
it right now. Let's see. Let's
like
look at Wolf, shall we? Wolf's is 92. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
not
that's like
good.
that's like lower
not
middle.
good.
Yeah, it's like that's down there.
So if you want a comparison, that is Toon Link's weight, that is Mithra's weight. Villager, what?
Lucario's 92.
Lucario's 92.
Wow, that makes sense. I mean, that makes sense why he's so killable. But
That
that's no, I mean
sucks, bro.
that just proves how great Shady Shadows played as well, just able to sustain himself despite being such a mild lightweight. Really well played by him. But now we see bolts
There he
for Western
is.
Colorado on the Min Min. They had to bring out their closer early to put this rush down to a stop. Greenville is probably going to meet their biggest.
Try to, temper this snowball before it gets too bad, right? So I agree with this 100%. Gets that back row 60%. Has the Ram, not gonna get it. 10 Oh, for the Ram yet again. 60% now. Good stuff with the Megawatt. Gonna punish the landing. Now has the Dragon Arm. This is not where you want to be when you're playing as a Wolf. And there we go. We got the first stock coming down the bolts. Good options. All right, what's the move now? Down tilt into up smash. No, the cross up with the Ram and the freaking Dragon Laser. Good stuff coming off the bolts.
I mean, it's just crazy how much territorial control you can see Bolt and Min Min
Oh,
already
you're dead.
have over this field. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, nice spot dodge there, but can't take control of it. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, Min Min's grab, for how long it is, it's really small. Up smash it, you can up smash it, you can up smash it, or, that's funny. But, you can still jump into the laser, so you gotta be careful, man. Good shit. She's using the Ram to cover that anti-air options. Megawatt to punish her landing yet again, and there's the Dragon Laser, and the Megawatt straight to stop the up B will kill. If Bolts cannot lose a single stock while playing this out, I think we will see a really, really good comeback from Western Colorado, and it's only going to snowball from here. He wants the Nair into down smash potentially, but Bolts is just not letting him get an inch. Good stuff. If you give Min Min an inch, what do? They take a mile and then some. But good anti-air with the Nair, trying to go for the edge guard, but not going to get it.
I love this distance play here from Bolts. The second he knew that he was in danger of getting killed by just one move, switched it up, took the more distance that Min Min can afford to rather than going in with more grabs, cut more forward tilts, dashing moves, but now he's moving in towards the center, trying to maintain control of as much of this stage as possible to make sure that Shady Shadows can't get that last move in, because no matter what he really uses, it's going to be a finisher. Oh, can't manage to get that Dragon to get the finisher off, but 97%. Shady Shadows is in just as much danger as Bolts is right now of losing this, and Bolts can bring this right back to a 12-12 right out the gate. Man, what an interesting and exciting start to this crew battle, but no! Shady Shadows is able to finish it off, and Greenville will maintain their lead regardless of how many more stocks Shady can take.
This is actually, the question is not, Shady Shadows, I'm gonna be real, he lost, right? The question isn't if Shady Shadows can win this or not, it's can he take a stock? And he did so. He took 4 stocks from this crew battle, and so far, I mean, the match isn't over just quite yet. We are seeing, Bolts try to secure this kill, but Shady Shadows is just playing this so well, so safe, playing in the air, knowing that, Min Min can't really kill him from there, but if he stays grounded like that, gonna take the Dragon Arm to the chest and lose that stock.
That's it. Yeah, Bolts is able to take that last one. I mean, pretty fundamental stuff for Min Min at this point. Bolts has it down. I mean, you've seen this before. Bolts is just such a monster on this character. So consistent, so able to just carry out what needs to get done. And same exact thing happened this time around. But
played, or it didn't happen last time Bolts played, but just take out the 2 stocks, right? You take out their carry, and then you can move on from there. But as we know, this is Bolts we're dealing with. Bolts has made like a 9-6 stock comeback before, so yeah, not gonna be easy. You kind of got to bring your A game. So I would not bring out anybody that could not bring out Bolts. I'm talking bring out your second carry. Whoever's your second best player, or whoever you might think is your best player. Bring them out right now. I'm talking probably P-Bobby.
P-Bobby, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I mean,
get him out here. Yeah.
When you look at Greenville's roster, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for Greenville, but from the stats that we've seen right now, it doesn't roll too deep. P-Bobby is probably their best bet right now. Taking stocks consistently with that Yoshi pick. Solid spacing against Min Min, all things considered. A lot more air control than a lot of other characters.
Yoshi has that
really... I mean, he just can't lose that jump. That's the big thing.
Yoshi has really good airspeed, and if you can overwhelm Min Min, because like I said, right, Min Min loves grounded opponents, right? So if you're always on the ground, then yeah, you can kind of do whatever. Yeah, you have Ram to deal with, and potentially, jump ins with Megawatt and the Dragon Arms, but Yoshi has options to get through that, right? So Yoshi is like really fast, horizontal wise. So if not only that, they have the command grab, right, the egg lay, and we know P Bobby loves to go with that. So potentially that is what we could be seeing. Hell, we might even not see P Bobby come out, but hopefully we could see him. And like you said, right, stats. Not to be mean, right? Potential is still there for these players, right? Anybody could take out Bolts. It's just that numbers don't lie, right? So far, the numbers don't lie. And the numbers are saying, P Bobby, please go in. They're asking, like, yo, please go in, do your job, take them out, and then maybe there is a higher chance of them winning. So let's go see where this happens.
And I mean, I'm trying to look for another matchup that another character could accomplish with a main that we've seen so far. I think Yoshi's is like the only negative one as well. I think out of everybody else, I think that, yeah, I think Yoshi's the only negative main that Greenville has up their sleeve right now against Min Min. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anybody else. We'll see that Greenville decides on P Bobby, yeah, but he's on the Kirby instead of Yoshi.
Okay, I might be able to see the game plan here. Okay, yeah, you get that. Yep. That's a thing you can obviously do. But Kirby has a really good grab. Kirby's grab is really good. Kirby. Okay. Oh, no, thank God that happened.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord. Okay, yeah, up air him, get the grab, dash attack, just don't give him room to breathe. It's a good option, has the force smash. Kirby, despite being really small, kills really early. Maybe trying to low profile these Dragon Arms, Kirby's fine, you can recover as safe as you want to. Ooh, watching those dragons, man, those dragons are insane.
There's just going to be a lot of residual pressure coming as, the set, of course, Kirby's very light, and P Bobby has a lot of jumps to get back on stage, but Bolts can just keep launching these arms over the ledge every single time P Bobby makes a jump for it. So he has to use half of the jumps to even get back to where he started, and then maybe he can re-engage. But Bolts isn't even trying to allow that. Able to launch everything, every which way at this Kirby, and it hasn't really led to anything left. Only 82%. Nice dash attack to get him off stage, but the follow-up can't be there, because Bolts is just covering every single angle.
Yeah, that ledge coverage was godlike, and the Dragon's coming through, and
Tell me! Let's go!
Tenric, you know what they say about history, right? You know what they say about history? Oftentimes, it is just a circle. It is a circle that just loops and repeats itself. And the way Bolts is playing, Bolts is looking to make history. Yet again, that down smash was going to kill Min Min, break her ankles, but luckily has that grab. Doesn't have to commit a little too much, but yikes. Oh, it's a kill? No, not even close. Min Min is heavy.
P Bobby just looks so uncomfortable right now. I don't know what was going through his head. But it must have been something. It had to be.
He's better than me, so I'm like, okay, maybe,
Exactly.
Because like I said,
there had to be some sort of reason. I don't see what reason that could be from the way that things are going right now. I mean, Bolts' control of this stage is just so it's so intolerable. It's so uncontested.
Yeah, especially on this stage too, right? I definitely go somewhere a bit, I go Smashville, to be honest, right? Smashville, unless I was banned. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. And okay, yeah, you have to air dodge because up B will just go up. Literally one hit, you're dead.
You just got to play the waiting game with that. Yeah, I mean, Bolts, you can just keep throwing stuff your way. No stocks taken off of him so far, but that's a 5 for Bolts at the moment, and he'll looking to make even more of a tear. I mean, this is where WCU finds its firepower. It's where they found the win that they have tacked on the board, and it's where they're looking to find another. This is madness,
man. Uh-oh. That is not good.
What matchups? What matchup? Let me check what matchups? What matchups?
That is not.
What matchups?
Because the Yoshi game plan was not hard. You just kind of play in the air, throw eggs, and eventually they'll land. Kirby's is you grab Min Min and you hit them until they die. But Min Min's game plan is No,
Grabbing?
I can do that.
Grabbing? That's adorable.
I can literally put my whole hand this way, stop you from getting the grab, and there goes your whole. Because Kirby, Kirby's strong, right? Kirby's main strength is, despite how small they are and how light they hurt really badly. You just gotta hit them to make them feel that hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Min Min does not have to do that because we paid for that. So yeah, and now Greenville is just gonna. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
I'm trying to look through their roster, and I think I have an idea of who they should pick next. I'm thinking Michael Myers. Week two, Michael Myers went with Hero. And out of every character that I think that Greenville has left in their roster, I think Hero has the easiest time recovering high, which I think is going to do wonders for the game that you have to play. Because so much of Bolt's MO so far has just been ledge punishment. And for good reason. Playing against the Young Link and playing against the Kirby, ledge punishment has been working really well so far. There hasn't been a lot of contesting with the uppies. With Hero, I feel like you have a little bit of a better time, at least getting to like mid-height on top of ledge, or like getting back on without needing to grab, or having a little bit of armor on your way in with like a side B or something. I feel like there's that little bit of consolation that you can work with. And even then, like, I think that's still the best option that they have. Derp could go in on the Terry, maybe, as well. But of course, that recovery's so tiny, and Boltz is just so good at punishing. And so I feel like that's not I feel like that's not as viable as the Hero. I think Michael Myers is the best bet, and that bet is still under odds.
Hero's good, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to look as well. I think Croana could also be good as well.
Shulk, I was looking at Croana,
yeah. Shulk has long range. Recovery's good. It doesn't snap the ledge, which could be a problem.
If you have the jump available in your Monado at the right times, but I mean with Boltz, that's every single time you make a jump. So I'm worried about consistency with Croana. With Michael Myers, you have just one currency, that MP, that you can just use for what you need to use. I feel like the decision making doesn't have to be as much of a concern for him.
But let's see who it's going to be. It is going to be
Michael Myers on the K rule. Okay. I mean, again, we keep talking about how Greenville doesn't have many options. So it's not like we're surprised when we see a character that is going to be disadvantaged against Min Min. So I guess K rule is a solid pick just because on whims you could maybe get like a down smash off on an edge. If you get keen enough and like in the center enough, if you have enough control for those like microseconds. But it's Boltz on Min Min.
No, it's a Boltz on Min Min. It's FD as well.
That's true. Yeah, no platforms.
Yeah, you can reflect that, by the way. So I mean, K Rule can reflect it back, and that would probably kill Min Min. Matt, you can't counter that. If you counter that, those arms are not Min Min's hurt box. Yeah, so if you counter that, it's just not gonna do anything.
That'll just hit your belly. That'll just crack it open even more. So you're at weakness if you counter that right now. And you have to forget about the up smash reflection. So that's gonna be 6 stocks for Boltz now, right? Yeah, 6.
Yes, and that is a lesson learned. Hey man, better learn it now than later. Min Min does have that up smash. The cannonball does hurt. If she and you can just see they're not going for these projectile plays that much anymore. They're going for just raw dash attacks. There's just not much K Rule can do when they're at this area in the game. Oh, that could be a punish. No, goes for the jump instead. Megawatt gonna get the hit. 126%. Loses the jump with the dragon arm. I think they're fine. Okay, yeah, that was a good idea. Using the Ram Ram. They saw that the jump was gone. Couldn't do much about that. Okay, if Michael Myers.
Oh my god. This is so brutal. This is so disgusting. And like, even the Megawatt, all of Min Min's arms come out abhorrently quickly. That Megawatt came out so few frames after the count. And also, like one of the saving graces that you can talk about for K Rule in the few matchups that he has a shot in sweetheart.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh baby.
I'm gonna cry. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I knew he was getting there. I'm like, the moment he went from that edge guard, I'm like, oh, he's not making that back. I'm like, he is not making.
Like one of the few saving graces you can say about K Rule is his super armor, and in one dash attack, Min Min could throw out both of her arms, one of which is a Megawatt, granted, and then just break through it.
Yep.
Kidding me? So many options, regardless of what cycle you're in or what phase you're in or what advantage you have. It's absolutely unbelievable. And also, Michael Myers' reaction time just wasn't there for the reflections on the cannonballs. I mean, it's just, man.
It's crazy because you can reflect that back. You can, and that's one thing, but you see that Michael Myers is going for like a crown every time that, you know, they shoot at a cannonball. But you got to be able to adjust and say, okay, they reflected it the first time. If you reflect a reflection, that's like instant death. So Min up smashes, right? It's a reflector, but it's laggy, right? She still has to, you know, she does her flip, right? The legs still have to come down. So if you reflect that, the cannonball is going to hit her regardless, or at the very most break her shield instantly. So if she shields that, that shield is gone. But just, I don't know why they didn't do that. Probably didn't think they have enough time, which they did, but
as I'm looking at this more and more, as I'm looking at these matchups, I feel like agility has to be Greenville's way to go about this at this point. The Young Link didn't work because the projectiles couldn't stop the arms, and Young Link is relatively slow. K. Rool is ridiculously slow, very heavy, and the ledge recovery is pretty predictable. I honestly think P-Bobby, who granted is P-Bobby, on the Kirby, had the best time, just because you have a couple more movement options. But even though, I feel like if you go someone a little bit faster, having a little more air movement than someone like Young Link or K. Rool, then maybe you have a shot of getting inside a little bit more. But even, again, I mean, P-Bobby is their top dog right now. Unless they're hiding someone else away in this roster that they didn't pull out for their first L, okay, so I think this is actually someone new from the Greenville roster. Blocklaman? Am I saying that right? Blocklaman? Blocklaman. Okay, Prod is telling me it's true, so it must be true. All right, so someone new, someone different. Should be interesting. Should be fun. We'll see what happens. This is, I believe, gonna be either their second to last or last person.
Second to last.
Second to last. Yeah, second to last. Yeah, Bolts has gone through 3 people now. Ridiculous. That's 8 stocks. That's 8 stocks for Bolton. He's got 2 more. I mean, we can see another double digit. We can see another double digit right here. We saw 2 last week. 1 from Straight Shot and 1 from who else? Was it who was it? Gamma Gold or was it
Gamma Gold? Yes.
It was Gamma Gold, I think, who took double digits. Yeah. I mean, unreal stuff coming from Bolts as always. Really, just an unstoppable force. Ridiculous. Greenville kind of on a solid road towards their 3rd loss of the series, but of course anything can still happen. There's only 2 stocks left off of Bolts. You can take them in an instant.
This is good.
Inkling is a solid pick. Okay, I like this. I like this.
Yeah.
Oh, Block Lawman. I thought I said Block Lawman.
You can literally put Min in the air with up throw. Issue is Inkling's neutral is not good. And okay, let me talk. Okay. Oh, that was cute. Okay, now I like that. Okay, down smash, goes for the roller option. No, not gonna get it right. Probably knew that the Megawatt was coming out. Goes for that down air again. Down smash, not gonna land anything. Air dodge away, but oh my god, they just can't land. I was talking about Min not being able to land, but dude, so far, Blockman just having no options is not gonna get it in time. That's so unfortunate.
That's the thing is Bolts hasn't had to land. I don't think he hasn't really jumped more than like once every minute, honestly. He gets knocked in the air, just uses a back air before he falls back down to the ground and is able to just get out of the situation again. It really is crazy how little Bolts has really had to do to evade situations, and it's just because he has so much control and etiquette of this character. Resture. Minmin's a great character. Minmin's a great character.
Wait a second.
What?
Did you see that?
What?
Not Minmin's. Inkling's dash goes under the arms.
Huh. Oh, really?
Yes.
Does it now? Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They were running, and Bolts threw out either a forward smash or a tilt. They all look the same, right?
Right.
But they didn't end up getting hit. So that's kind of insane.
It is interesting,
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're looking at a potential 3-stock yet again.
125 though. I mean,
that's true.
This is doable.
And now they have their ink again. Those arms the wrong way.
Huge grenade.
Yeah.
Huge grenade. Huge grenade.
Oh my god, please don't, please don't.
Oh no!
There is no
One
God.
more stock for Bolts. Can Blockwoman take another? Oh, the parry just to rub it in.
Bolts,
My God.
please. Oh, and yeah, look at that. You see that? You can't. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, that works.
Bolts
All right.
playing with their
Bolts-
food low key.
Bolts down to 1. Blockwoman also down to 1. That might have been like a ping thing, or maybe Bolts was just giving it to him for a second there. He was like, all right, you got me. Good job.
He's feeling himself. Give him time. Give him some time.
Here, get one. Get one.
Yeah, there you go. 76% though. No ink whatsoever. They call this man 007.
No.
Oh, this is.
I feel like
Bolts is just
Blockwoman
running
is
forward.
either feeling the ping or just like short-term memory type beat. I don't know
Bolts
what's
is just
happening right now.
running forward, but maybe he'll pay for that. A good kill.
He's
You know,
super rigged
maybe
up.
roller. Whoa! Oh,
Whoa,
you're dead.
the
You're dead. You're
trade!
dead. You're dead. Oh, never mind. It's still there. What's happening? What
There's
is
the
this
back
game?
throw. Wow, Bolts is going farther than he ever has. He really
Yeah,
wants
that's
this finisher, but Blockwoman's gonna find it with the roller. And the Inkling is the right choice. By the skin of their teeth, Blockwoman, along with Greenville, have clutched out the dub against Bolts' top fragger. But now there's 3 more members of WCU to burn through, starting with that 1 stock on that Inkling.
Yeah, I think Inkling is a really good choice on that stage as well. It's flat enough to where, roller's still a thing. You can always apply that knowledge. And I don't think it's fair, in a way, to judge somebody's skill set while fighting Min Min. Because Min Min is a polarizing character. That means they don't play the game like everybody else low-key should. So maybe now we get to see, how Blockwoman plays neutral and what they have to offer. Now that maybe we'll see another normal character, unless it's like a Rob or a Steve or another Min Min, for Christ's sake. So.
For WCU, I think they have 2 good options in their roster. They have Deekster on the Wario, and they have Rick John on the Pokemon Trainer. I think those are both really solid options to go out and finish this Inkling stock. I think they both have really solid matchups.
I think Pokemon Trainer. I mean, either or can do really
Probably,
well, right?
I think Deekster is probably going to be the better fit because I think Deekster can snowball a little better than Rick John. Rick John has had a little bit of trouble picking themselves up after the first fight that they jump into. After that, they sort of like peter out a little quicker. I think Deekster has had a better and more consistent time sort of getting the stocks they need to after the fact. And I think that's going to be the better option for WC to maintain their lead and keep a steep pedestal to make sure that they clutch out this dub. Yeah,
exactly. I totally agree, right? Just send out Deekster, finish the job and go home, eat some cake, watch some anime, and call it a day. But
exactly.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like Greenville's, besides, like you said, Michael Myers has already went.
They're throwing an eel mail. Okay, so that's the Piranha plant that WCU has. Man, that's an interesting choice, I think, personally. But hey, if they're just trying to put some numbers on the board, they got the faith in Eel Mail, then I'll run with it. I say hell yeah. I mean, Eel Mail's been a really solid Piranha plant we've seen so far. What little of them we have seen, they've managed to take off some stocks off their opponents both weeks. They haven't gotten a goose egg yet, and I don't think they're looking to now. They're looking to get that finisher onto the Inkling. An easy task. Just get this one Inkling stock, and then take what you can from the rest. We'll see how it carries out.
And yeah, I think Piranha Plant is also a really polarizing character as well. People just don't know how to fight this character, right? Not only that, has the poison, can stop Inkling from getting whatever they need to. If they get in juggle, they can either down B or move to be their way. I agree. Listen, bro. He's like, yo, I got things to do, but Eel Mail say like, yo, that's messed up. Now he's gonna fight for his life right now. Ooh, barely missing that for 2. That's all right. You're too serious.
Yeah, you can just get so much damage out of one move with Piranha Plant, but you have to connect it. The Batui is just such a great coverage option, especially for so many entry tools for Inkling, which is a lot of what they need. Because the fact with Inkling is, like you said, Inkling's not amazing in neutral. They have to aggress. They have to approach for them to gain advantage within a matchup, and that's what they're ultimately looking for. But with something like Batui, with something like your side B poison, with something like that down B, Eel Mail, as long as Piranha Plant is still up, has so many options to avoid that aggression or sort of stifle it momentarily there. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's just a little bit of courtesy, I suppose, between both of these teams. They're sort of just giving each other a little bit of a second sometimes if they need it. Eel Mail is allowing Blockwoman to get the ink back, just a little bit of some sympathy ink, if you will. Is that a term? Probably a term in some very weird circles.
It is. Well, out of prediction. Oh, ooh.
Woo! There you go. All right.
There is a term me and my friends like to use while playing Valorant. It's when you get caught with an ability out and then you get shot and die. He got caught with his pants down. He just got caught with his pants down. It's like, you try to make a sage wall, but your team, the enemy team's already there, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
He just gets shot. So they were trying to do an ink move, but they had none, and they just.
Yeah. They weren't taunting. They were trying to get some. Thought they were taunting. No, they were out of ink. Yeah.
That's an animation that they're like, oh crap, I don't have anything left.
That was the most consistent problem that Blockoman had. I mean, that was a really gigantic time waster for them. There were a lot of times where they were trying to launch a grenade out or trying to get a roller going, and they just.
Oh.
There's nothing.
Give me one some, and they just died, bro. Yeah, they just died. I mean, that's why Inkling has low-key fallen off the meta, right? Besides, not having the best neutral tools and whatnot, they're a resource managing character, and we don't have the time to manage those resources. Because like Piranha Plant can just extend their neck and get you before it's too late. So
yeah,
kind of unfortunate, but you know what? Hey man, that's all right because as of right now, WCU is chilling. Meanwhile, Greenville is now on their last person, dude. That's scary.
Well, they got some people left. They have Mass Napkin on the Link. They have Derp on the Terry Bogard. But I think they're gonna go with Mass Napkin on that Link, which is a good option, I think, against the Piranha Plant. But is it gonna be a good option against the following 2K? You don't think the Link v Plant matchup's good?
I mean, it's not bad for Link. It's even, but that's like most of Link's matchups.
Right.
And a Mask Napkin is not.
There.
You never outright beat somebody besides getting over. But the thing is, I think the issue is that Piranha Plant does kind of, I won't say outranges Link at all, but I feel like they just do more damage than the character. But Link has to rely on more frame data, and they can't really zone out the way they want to because, you have that down beat, you have the 2B. So all those options you want to use aren't going to work. But so far, Mass Napkin not doing too bad in neutral right now.
I mean, you can already see the effects of exactly what you're talking about. I totally get where you're coming from. Mass Napkin is playing really aggressively, and EOMail is so leisurely about their movements at the moment. They're kind of just moving around. They're vibing. It's a weird thing to say, but they really are just vibing as the Piranha Plant. They throw out a platoon if they need to, throw out a side B, get a down B to stall things out in the air. They do what they want. They love what they do, and they get it done. That's all you really have to ask for is the Piranha Plant in this matchup, I suppose. I mean, I don't really play either character that frequently as much as I love watching Piranha Plant. And I still do. EOMail is a joy to watch a lot of these times, even though this game in particular is pretty chill. It is still quite even, all things considered, because Mass Napkin is keeping pace and getting this first stop.
Yeah, and Mass Napkin is just doing a really good job of just holding down stage control. Every time he's doing such a good job of maintaining that other direction. Through the boomerang, that bouncing hitbox is active. So going for the up B. What's the move looking like now? Up smash. Oh, you better believe that would have killed him. But avoid that all costs. The up smash will do it.
And again, all of Mass Napkin stocks are so much more valuable than EOMail. So that also may be why EOMail is playing at a bit of a slower pace, because he doesn't have much to lose. He's done his job. Mass Napkin has to still clear out 8 more stocks, get 4 within this first one on average. I mean, that's just such a tall task when you're getting so much percent on you from just this Piranha Plant. One little move, and you're down 20% in this matchup. So much of your effort has been equalized by just one move. I mean, just like that, EOMail is 20 ahead.
Yeah, the damage that this character put is actually crazy. And plus you have the armor in case things get really tricky. Up smash is DLC. So I'm gonna say about that move kills really early. I think I've seen someone die. I saw a Kirby. Yeah, they're light, but the point still stands. I saw a Kirby die to that move at 98%, and I was just like, oh, that's fair. But no, Mass Napkin is just trying their best to really skill the Piranha Plant. Ooh, yeah, you gotta spawn dodge that. That was a shield break. That was good reaction time.
That was great reaction time there for Mass Napkin, and they're keeping their distance, but that up smash just kills so early. Oh my god, one more stock. EOMail has 2 to deal with it. so much territorial control, and then Mass Napkin has to back up, but then that just means that Eomel can prep a side B again, get Patui down to control half the stage. Eomel is just playing this to such a T.
And yeah, that was really good coverage too on that up throw, right? Oh, wow. Okay, good forward smash, fighting through the poison. Oh no, that was dangerous, man. You can't be rolling. Go for that nair. Forward smash with the forward tilt gonna stop him. I don't know why that does that. Oh no, not up smash. Anything but up smash. Oh no, Link's force.
Yeah, oh, the Patui as well. Look, it's not like a lot of these moves coming up from Eomel are super unexpected. They're just hard to deal with when you're Mass Napkin, especially playing the way you need to sustain yourself the rest of these stocks. And it's getting harder and harder as you lose more and more percent. 103% away. There's one up smash away from Western Colorado taking this 7-0 right now in this first game. Oh, forward smash whiffs as well. Patui to gain control of the ledge. Down B to hold the air. Recovery back up. Eomel can finish this off with most moves. Patui to get him off to the other edge. Mass Napkin running out of entry tools as well.
Eomel can also up throw him right now and get the kill. But the thing is, right, Link is he's trying to fight up close, so a forward air, he really wants to go for those nair convergence, but trying to space out against Patui is not smart. And I like the way Eomel's playing this, right? He knows. Oh, that was
wow.
What an interesting option. Okay. Jab has him near the ledge. Forward throw, up throw will not kill him yet, but the bomb could do it. He barely missed it though. Went for the back.
Oh,
bad.
No,
just
missed the ledge anyways.
He was dead regardless of what happened there. And man, there you have it. Western Colorado, WCU taking another dub for their troubles, bro. You love to see it. Good stuff coming out of them.
Yeah, and once again, it was on the back of Bolts. What a display from that Min-Min. He was just unstoppable for far too long. Got so much done. Truly a wonder to behold. As much as it can be hard to watch Min-Min, it can be even harder to watch how much Min-Min dominates. And Bolts is just dominating so hard. And you don't want to look away, because as much as you may hate Min-Min, you gotta love Bolts. But also, you gotta love Eomel for this finisher.
Yep. That was not bad. That was not bad whatsoever. And hey, like I said, just getting the kill regardless. And now, Western Colorado is up 2-1 in this league right now. Unfortunately, Greenville not catching a single dub with the 0-3 on their hands. But it's not over yet. Things can happen. It's just, they got to think of something right now. It's Widener and Greenville with no dubs so far.
Of course. Yeah. So it is Western Colorado now 2-1. Greenville now 0-3, but again, they still have some solid players in there. I really think P-Bobby can pull some crazy shenanigans for sure. So that's one crew battle done. Before we head out to the commercial break, big thanks to our friends over at the Centering Podcast. Guys, you already know, Tim and Anuj, they're covering all the latest, all the greatest bits of esports, news around the internet, with daily topics, recurring bits, special guests from around the industry. TCR is quickly going to become your favorite podcast. I listen to it all the time. I'm listening to it right now. Can't even hear what I'm saying. You can listen to TCR on Spotify or iTunes. Use the command !TCR to get the link to their website in the Twitch chat. Second crew battle coming up is Wichita State versus Benedictine. That's going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Has esports been your dream? Philly Esports is where your career begins. Monthly tournaments. A variety of esports titles. An active Discord community. High quality broadcasts.
Their shot won't hit anything. It doesn't matter when the other two members are there for the follow-up. Full focus taking the first two maps.
Video recaps of every event. Start your journey today. PhillyEsports.gg.
These players are both really even. These players both know what they have to do to get in. It's just who can play it better. That was so smart. Yeah, and the thing is, right, I think he went for that cover because he knows he's the higher than There, freaking side B, you're a goner. Quarter off the,
Yep, there it is. Points that megawatt coming out, then Yggdrasil can't really travel anywhere. Check this out to find one more stock, and there's no reflector now, so if he can find a solid amount of poison damage like he just did, he can do a lot. Brings out the Ivysaur, but Yggdrasil's just gonna keep on punching 90%. Finishes things off. I'm pretty sure that was the dragon as well. I don't know if it's the megawatt. Oh, but the forward air finisher.
We saw that. What a smart read from
Such a great coverage.
Going away, get out! And but if one character can contest it, luckily it is Solid Snake. Gets that point blank up smash. He tried to spike him. He went
so
for it.
terrified.
Shoot him! There it is.
Okay, all right.
More space, not gonna be able to land. Good dash attack for the anti-air. Just not gonna kill, but he knows he has to get close. Don't get hit by that down B or else. But the dash attack.
Too early, I think. 114. He can still recover, I think. Yeah. Oh my God! What? Just once again back on the ledge. Just that constant pressure from the mid was so dangerous. No! Gamble goes up high. Timing said he's in 150. Oh, I think the video's got it. I think the video's got it. 100%. I mean,
come on.
pretty close to taking his stock.
No way! More space, not gonna be able to land. Good dash attack for the anti-air. Just not gonna kill, but he knows he has to get close. Don't get hit by that down B or else. But the dash up throw will kill.
Take it inside. 39.
How did you fly? Oh, you're dead. No. Bump. Not Bump. Tap. I'm sorry. Bump. I'm sorry. Isn't out of this. Just right now. Oh, that was way too slow! Is that dead? Yeah, it's on a wear just to cash out this stuff and move on to the next battle if he can. Oh! My God! That crown actually got... No way! These players are both really even. These players both know what they have to do to get in. It's just who can play it better. That was so... Yeah, and the thing is, right, I think he went for that cover because he knows he can do the higher than there.
Brings out the Ivysaur, but Yggdrasil's just gonna keep on punching 90%.
We saw that. What a smart read from Yggdrasil.
Great coverage.
Going away, get out! And
Gamble goes up high. Timing said he's in 150. Oh, I think the video's got it. Welcome back, everyone, to the ACES series. I am here with Eelmail. They're coming. He's on his way. Eelmail's coming. There he is.
Sorry
hey,
about that. Let's just... Yo, what's going on?
Good. We're all good. Eelmail just finished off Greenville's roster as the Piranha Plan. How are you guys attack the second win on the board today?
Well, we went into this knowing that it's Greenville, and no offense to them, but they're great players, of course, but they are much more casual in how they play. But going into this, we want to still take it seriously because of the big upset last week. One player knowing how to do the matchup correctly for any of our characters could be a real upset overall. Oh, hello there.
Bolts is always a huge driver for the roster of WCU, but he got finalized by that Inkling, and so they sent you in as what appeared to be the closer. What was their mindset sending in the Piranha Plan as opposed to someone like Pokemon Trainer or like Luigi or Sora or somebody else?
It's fully the matchup experience. Piranha Plan's a character that, with the recent buffs in December, Naren itself was hugely buffed, and it might even be one of the... it's probably not better than Link's, but it might be one of the best Nares in the game now after that, and just nobody knows the plant matchup, and after all that, he might even be a mid-tier even, so I'm not trying to do my own horn, but the idea was more to have more VOD reviews for myself, because I am probably one of the worst ranked players on the team. So the more I can review and study my own habits and be able to correct them, the better our team will be overall. and that is a very important thing.
Improvements, an extremely important thing, especially for a series like this where you're going to go up against these same teams over and over again. You're going to have these same kinds of matchups. You're going to have a lot of games in your future, and we've already seen that sort of improvement from you. This is the most stocks you've been able to take in a single matchup, and you still had some stock left in you, 4 as opposed to 2 and 1 in your previous week. So we've definitely see those strides taken. Have there been any sorts of mindsets that you've striven for? I don't even know if that's a word. Strive.
So,
maybe.
Something I've started to do is just do meditation. I watch a lot of I forgot his name, but he's on YouTube. He's a Yoshi main, but he talks a lot about the mentality of Smash. And yesterday was not a good day for me practicing, so I just took the time, came over the night just to relax and reset my mindset for today.
That's great to see your discipline shift so heavily and so favorably for your team. Congratulations to WCU once again. You guys get to rest for the week. Is there anything you want to shout out or promote?
Not necessarily. I will say that for any players overall, the more that you just kind of focus on yourself and how to improve your own life, if you'll also improve in Smash. And one of my problems is when I go up against characters, I think of them as ways that people I've played against play those characters, but everybody plays differently. Everybody plays each character differently. So you gotta approach every single character like it's a person that you've never played against before, because obviously you haven't.
Great to see that kind of discipline. Thank you so much for hopping on with me, Eelmail. Can't wait to watch you again next week, man. Take it easy.
Y'all take care.
Well, Arbiter, I mean, every single character, we've seen so many wild cards pop out during this game, and it's really fun to watch this meta of Smash Ultimate sort of unfold before us now that this final patch has come out. I mean, everything is put in place for someone from just about anywhere, from any community, from any main to really shine, and it's really exciting to watch all of that take place. First crew battle is done, and I'm feeling pumped for another 3. What about you? You're muted, Arbiter.
Blah! There it is. Sorry about that. No, I'm feeling good, right? You know, I'm always how to do these, right? So we've been killing it so far. Why not slay a few more?
Wichita State versus Benedictine College when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
You better not.